Hello, this is Adam Holland and welcome to your first day of training. I wanted to take this opportunity to just go over the big picture of how everything's going to work with you, because honestly, if you don't understand these principles of success and these principles of business building, you're going to fail. You're going to fall flat on your face and you're just not going to have success. And the reason why I want to make sure you totally understand this is because I don't want you to fall on your face. I don't want you to lose money. I don't want you to hop from a business opportunity to business opportunity, which is unfortunately what most people do, and they never find out the one true thing that will allow you to basically go into any endeavor and be successful. And that's really what I'm going to focus on in this training right here. The first thing that you need to understand as far as mindset is you need to be able to focus on one thing at a time. What a lot of people do is they get very distracted. They see one thing, they need to learn about it, they'll go and do a new training or whatever, and they'll get excited about another thing that they read about, and they'll go and read that article or buy that training and go over that. And I like to call this shiny object syndrome, where basically what happens is you join one business opportunity, you kind of fumble around with it for 1, 2, 3 months, and then before you know it, you haven't made any money, and you get an email in your inbox, and you say, oh well, there's this new company coming in, and it's the best thing ever, and then you go and you waste another $500 doing that, and then that doesn't work out, and 3 months later you spend another $500, and it's really not about, honestly, it's not about the opportunity that you're in. It's not about the product, it's not about the program, it's not about the business. It's about marketing and leadership. Those two things, marketing and leadership, is what you need to focus on and developing those skills. Now going back to shiny object syndrome, and this is one of the big things that I go into later, is more marketing and tracking your marketing, is instead of spending $500 every 3 months jumping from business opportunity to business opportunity, if you would spend that money instead on learning marketing, getting into those training manuals, and then the biggest thing is speed of implementation. Again, speed of implementation. So when you learn one thing, literally shut your email, don't check any of those other emails and get distracted. Again, the shiny object, you see a shiny object and you go and you want to do that marketing, and you find out, you get another email the next day, somebody made 90 grand in a month because of video marketing, and then the next month or the next week you get an email from somebody that was using blogs to make 50 grand a month. Meanwhile, you've bought a $100 product on how to do banner ads, a $100 product on how to do video marketing, another $100 training on pay-per-click, and you haven't implemented anything. What I have focused on personally is pretty much search engine optimization, video marketing, and pay-per-click. Those are the only 3 things. And what I mean by SEO, that's a little bit of article marketing and blogs, which I'll get into a lot of this stuff later. But really what I want you to understand is I didn't go and learn all those at once. I did one thing at a time. I focused on that. I mastered that. I developed traffic using that method, and then I scaled it out, which just means you going from, instead of 1,000 visitors a month to 10,000 visitors a month. So again, what I want you to focus on is learn one thing at a time, focus on that one thing, master it, scale up your efforts, and then you can branch out, automate that, and then branch out to the next things. And this is really going to be the difference, and you're going to really be able to tell the difference in the next week, or however soon you finish this 10-day training. We're going to tell the difference between a business owner and a business opportunity seeker. We're going to be able to tell the difference between those of you that are listening that have an entrepreneurial mindset and those of you that have a get-rich-quick mindset. Honestly, there's no such thing as get-rich-quick. You're going to have some struggles. You're going to have some things that, some speed bumps and things that you have to get over. And if you really understand this mindset of, instead of blaming an opportunity, oh, I failed that, I failed this, I failed that, it's those things' fault, and you look in front of the mirror and you look at yourself and say, this is it. This is the last business opportunity. This is the last money-making opportunity that I'm going to do, and I focus on this one thing and I make it work, you're going to have success. And that's really the mindset that you have to have. I hate, just to wrap this up, I hate to say this, but it's like marriage. Instead of jumping from person to person to person, trying to say that they weren't the right one for me, that person wasn't the right one for me, the biggest thing that changed my life and my marriage, my business, everything, was realizing it's not finding the right person, it's not finding the right business or finding the right opportunity, it's being the right person. Instead of finding the right person, it's being the right person. And instead of expecting something else to change or your environment to change, you change for that person, and you change for your environment, and you develop and you overcome. And that's really the biggest piece of advice for you that I have, and I know that's a huge piece of advice to slam on you the first day of training. But if you understand that, and you say every single day when you wake up, today is the best day of my life so far, And the next day you wake up and you're like, it's even better than yesterday. So, you know, and if somebody asks you, you know, what's the best day of your life, the answer that you will have no matter what day it is today. And it just keeps getting better and better when you have that mindset, because you're constantly working on yourself, working on your business, and just taking that next baby step towards success. So I hope you've gotten a lot out of this training. Continue to read the rest of the page, go on to the next day of training, and continue on. And again, stay focused on this one training. Don't get all distracted. Focus on this one thing, and within the next 10 days, you're going to start making money online.